So I wanted to make a quick video to review the Ready Seal Stain and Sealer for Wood, the dark walnut color. I live in the Midwest and I bought this 2 years ago on Amazon. I'll put the link below. 2 years later, I wanted to see how this stuff was holding up after kind of 2 pretty intense winters that we've had. Lots of snowfall and lots of freezing and melting ice. And so let's check this out real quick. I applied this stain at the same time on this entire deck, and why the difference in color there? Because this is a screened-in porch, so you can see where the elements have really gotten to the stain and where it hasn't. So 2 years later, this stain is holding up obviously pretty well on the inside. I poured a glass of water here, and you can see that is beating up really nicely and is holding that water out pretty well. As you come outside of the covered part, you can see a significant wear over the, but again, this is two winters, right? And I'd like to point out that there is no flaking and peeling of this stain. It just really fades, which I really like. I've had other stains that I've put on before, and after one winter it just peels up and you end up having to power wash and scrub all that off. So I really like that it's not doing that. Now, as for water protection, I poured a little bit of water here several minutes ago, and you can see there's some beading, but definitely there's some saturation happening along the edges there on that piece of wood, and I would say similar is true, but where it's darker, it does seem to be holding out the moisture a little better, but still you can see some penetration along the edges there. So it's definitely lost some of its protective power. But again, this is after 2 pretty harsh winters, so that's to be expected. It definitely needs to be reapplied here. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this 2 years later, mostly because aesthetically it doesn't look terrible, right? It's just a faded color, and I'll just put some new stain down right on top of it after I clean it up a little bit. But I don't have to remove anything, which I really like. That's going to save a lot of time. But yeah, that's the review. Can show you some other parts of the deck here. It's pretty consistent with what I just said, so consistent fading compared to the original color. And I did put a couple of coats on 2 years ago. So you can see how that kind of looks. So, all right, hopefully this helps.